Hi, and welcome to Explainify. The world is full of strange truths that sound completely made up. But today we're going through real, verified facts that are so unbelievable, your brain may need a moment to accept them. These are the kinds of facts you hear once and never forget. Let's begin. Fact 1. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. 2 of the hearts pump blood through the gills to collect oxygen, while the 3rd heart circulates it through the rest of the body. Their blood is blue because it uses a copper-based molecule called hemocyanin instead of iron-based hemoglobin, which helps them survive in freezing, low-oxygen environments deep under the ocean. This gives octopuses incredible efficiency in places humans could never survive. Fact 2. Bananas are berries, but strawberries are not. A true berry must come from a single flower with a single ovary, which bananas do, while strawberries hold their seeds on the outside, meaning botanically they fail the definition. This flips the entire berry family we learned as kids, showing how scientific classifications are often very different from everyday language. Fact 3. There are more stars in the universe than grains of sand on Earth. Not just beaches, every desert, riverbed, and grain everywhere. The observable universe contains roughly 1 septillion stars, a number so huge your brain cannot form a mental image of it. Compared to this, Earth's sand count is almost tiny. When you look at the night sky, you're seeing only the smallest fraction of what exists. Fact 4. Your stomach gets a new lining every few days. Stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve metal, so your stomach constantly regenerates its protective coating to avoid digesting itself. Without this non-stop renewal process, the digestive system would destroy its own tissues in hours. Your body quietly rebuilds itself without you noticing. Fact 5. A day on Venus is longer than a year on Venus. Venus rotates so slowly that one single spin takes 243 Earth days, while orbiting the Sun takes only 225. If you lived on Venus, the Sun would take months to rise and set, and you would celebrate your birthday before you lived through one Venus day. Fact 6. Humans share about 60% of their DNA with bananas. This doesn't mean we're related in any meaningful way, but it shows how all life on Earth reuses the same molecular tools. DNA is a universal coding language, and evolution builds new organisms by modifying old instructions rather than starting from scratch. Fact 7. A cloud can weigh more than 1,000,000 pounds. Clouds are filled with trillions of tiny water droplets that collectively add up to massive weight. They stay afloat only because the air beneath them is even heavier, allowing them to float like slow-moving, sky-sized lakes drifting above your head. Fact 8. Sharks are older than trees. Sharks appeared roughly 400 million years ago, long before the first trees emerged around 385 million years ago. For millions of years, sharks swam through oceans that didn't have forests or wood of any kind. They are one of Earth's most ancient survivors. Fact 9. Your brain creates dreams with no actual sound. The voices and noises you hear at night are completely generated by your mind using memory and imagination. Dreams don't come through your ears, yet your brain is performing a kind of internal theater with its own audio system. Fact 10. Hot water can freeze faster than cold water in certain conditions. This is known as the Mpemba effect, and scientists still debate the exact cause. Some theories suggest evaporation, convection differences, and hydrogen bonding may play roles. It's one of the rare situations where reality defies common sense. Fact 11. Turtles can breathe through their behinds. During winter, certain species slow their metabolism so drastically that they can absorb oxygen through a body part called the cloaca, which allows them to survive underwater for months without coming up for air. Fact 12. Humans naturally glow in the dark. Our bodies produce small amounts of bioluminescent light through metabolic processes. The glow is too faint for the human eye to see, but sensitive equipment can detect it. You're giving off a light at all times without realizing it. Fact 13. Bees can recognize human faces. They use a form of elemental feature detection, similar to facial recognition in humans. Studies show bees can remember which people treat them gently and which do not, proving that their tiny brains are far more advanced than expected. Fact 14. Butterflies taste with their feet. When they land on leaves, their feet are covered with taste receptors that help them detect whether a plant is safe and nutritious for their caterpillars. They step to taste their environment. Fact 15. The Eiffel Tower grows taller in the summer. As temperatures rise, the iron structure expands, adding up to 6 inches to its height. When winter returns, it contracts back to its original size. The tower is constantly changing without anyone noticing. Fact 16. Your feet age slower than your head. Due to Einstein's theory of relativity, time moves minutely slower the closer something is to the center of Earth's gravity. The difference is tiny but scientifically measurable. Your feet are technically younger than your head. Fact 17. Wombat poop is cube-shaped. Their digestive system creates small, dry cubes that help the pellets stack and stay in place, making them perfect for marking territory without rolling away. Nature truly has an odd sense of engineering. Fact 18. You shed about 40,000 skin cells every minute. These cells drift away to become much of the dust you see in your home. That means your environment is constantly covered with tiny pieces of your past self. Fact 19. A teaspoon of neutron star material would weigh 1 billion tons. Neutron stars compress matter to unimaginable densities, so dense that a sugar cube-sized piece would outweigh mountains. If a piece ever appeared on Earth, it would sink through the planet instantly. Fact 20. Astronauts cannot cry normally in space. Without gravity, tears don't fall. They form floating blobs that stick to your eyes. Even crying behaves differently once you leave Earth. Fact 21. The heart can keep beating outside the body if it has oxygen. This is because the heartbeat is controlled by the heart's own electrical system, not the brain. As long as it receives oxygenated blood, the cells will continue firing rhythmically. It's one of the most self-sufficient organs you have. Fact 22. Cows can have best friends and get stressed when separated. Research in animal behavior shows cows form strong emotional bonds within their herd. When paired with their preferred companion, their heart rate and stress levels noticeably drop, showing surprising emotional depth. Fact 23. Sea otters hold hands while they sleep so they don't drift apart. They often form large rafts holding onto each other, or wrapping themselves in kelp to stay anchored. It's both adorable and essential for survival in rough currents. Fact 24. You forget around 80% of new information within hours unless you reinforce it. This is part of the brain's effort to stay efficient by keeping only what seems important. Repetition, emotion, and meaning are what turn short-term memory into long-term storage. Fact 25. A blue whale's heartbeat can be heard from over 2 miles away. Their hearts are so massive, about the size of a small car, that each beat echoes through the ocean. When they dive deep, their heart rate slows to only a few beats per minute. Fact 26. You inhale tiny pieces of stars every single day. Around 60 tons of cosmic dust falls to Earth daily, drifting down through the atmosphere. Some of it ends up on the ground, and some becomes part of the air you breathe. Humans literally exist alongside ancient stardust. Fact 27. The brain named itself. It is the part of you responsible for assigning names, meanings, and labels to everything in your world, including its own structure. It's a strange loop, the organ thinking about itself. Fact 28. Scotland has over 420 words for snow. Each word describes a different form, texture, or behavior of snow, showing how deeply weather connects to culture. Snaw, feefle, flindrican, and snaw powther are only a few examples. Fact 29. There are more fake flamingos in the world than real ones. The plastic lawn flamingo created in 1957 has become so widespread that it vastly outnumbers the living species. Fact 30. If you shuffle a deck of cards properly, the arrangement you get has almost certainly never existed before. There are more possible card orders than atoms on Earth, making every shuffle statistically unique in human history. Fact: 31. Lightning strikes can produce temperatures hotter than the sun's surface. A single bolt can reach 30,000 degrees Celsius, vaporizing the air around it and creating thunder as the air rapidly expands. Fact 32. Your DNA, if stretched out, would reach from Earth to the sun and back hundreds of times. Every cell in your body contains nearly 2 meters of DNA, tightly coiled into microscopic packages. Fact 33. The tongue is not divided into taste zones. The common diagram showing sweet zone or bitter zone is a myth. All parts of your tongue can detect all flavors, though some areas may be slightly more sensitive. Fact 34. Some metals explode when they touch water. Alkali metals like sodium or potassium react so violently they can produce fire or explosions. This is because they split water molecules and release hydrogen gas instantly. Fact 35. A cockroach can live for a week without its head. Because it breathes through tiny holes in its body and its nervous system is distributed, it survives until it eventually dies from dehydration. Fact 36. Venus spins backwards compared to Earth. On Venus, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. Scientists think this unusual rotation may be due to an ancient massive impact. Fact 37. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that is still perfectly edible after thousands of years. Its low moisture, high acidity, and natural compounds prevent bacteria from growing. Fact 38. There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way. Earth has about 3 trillion trees, while our galaxy contains around 100 to 400 billion stars. It's one of the rare comparisons where Earth wins. Fact 39. The average person walks the equivalent of 3 times around the world in their lifetime. With each step adding up over decades, your feet travel farther than you ever consciously notice. Fact 40. Jellyfish have existed for more than 500 million years. They survived mass extinctions, climate changes, and shifting continents. They existed before dinosaurs, before insects, and even before trees. And that was a collection of facts that sound completely fake, but are 100% true. Our world is full of strange details, hidden truths, and surprising science that most people never hear about. If you enjoyed discovering these unbelievable but real facts, feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay curious.